I'm very, 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 very happy. By some miracle, crazy week, I'm changing my Camp NaNoWriMo goals. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah LeBrat. Welcome to today's weekly writing vlog for week 2 of April Camp NaNoWriMo. My quote-unquote week 2 covers roughly April 10th to April 15th, and so this video picks up on April 10th, where my last weekly writing video left off when I did a 10-hour write-a-thon. Today is April 10th. I spent today doing a 10-hour write-a-thon, aka just like a 10-hour editing and productivity sprint where I got a whole lot done. A whole lot done meaning I only net added 67 words to my project DE, but I did work for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm very, 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 very happy with how much I got done. I got like 9.5 pages done. I edited / rewrote that section that I talked about in my last video clip, and I had to move a lot of things around. I had to rewrite a lot of it because some of those characters were not still there. I totally forgot about including the queen's pet. I totally forgot about how I did not previously explain how or why the king died. And so like there were a lot of things that needed to be changed, but I got a lot done. However, despite getting all that done, it still only says I got 67 words added, which I understand. And like, I'm very, very happy with my progress, but like, with how much my word count was fluctuating throughout the day, I was really hoping that I was gonna have more net added words by the end of the day, but alas, I did not. But I'm very happy with how productive today was. Also, update on the apartment move. I got approved, which is very exciting. I get my keys tomorrow. I'm gonna try and move some of my clothes over tomorrow, I think. After a lot of shuffling plans around with the move, we did end up landing on moving on Monday. Hey, progress is progress. I did 10 productive hours today, and I got approved for my next apartment. On April 11th, yesterday, I got the keys to my new apartment and did not do any editing because I've been packing and like trying to get stuff ready to go over there tomorrow on April 13th. But today is April 12th. I'm packing. I currently just have 3 boxes done out of I don't know how many. In my weekly writing vlog last week, I packed up my bookshelf and I said that I didn't know what to do with this dust jacket because the book itself is in Minnesota, and somebody responded to that video and said that I should put this on another book. And so thank you so much for saying that. That's so helpful. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's still April 12th and I just passed 500 subscribers. I wanted to say a quick thank you for 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and supporting it. It means so much to me that you guys are enjoying watching my content and the comments that you guys leave on your progress and how you guys are doing. And so please update me down below on how Camp NaNoWriMo is going for you guys and where you're at in your stories, if you're drafting, editing, if you're querying. YouTube has been a great way for me to connect with other writers and talk about the writing process, and so thank you guys so much for subscribing. That being said, if you are not one of those wonderful 500 subscribers, I would really appreciate it if you would scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button, and hit that little like button next to it, because it really helps the YouTube algorithm figure out who they want to show my videos to. But thank you guys so much for your support. Moving into my new apartment, and I literally just made myself an art closet. It's April 13th, I moved today. I moved out yesterday and I spent today cleaning this apartment. So I'm officially moved out. I'm about to go return my keys. It's really sad, but I know it's bittersweet and I'm really excited about my new place.
Clink.
Yay! Well, I'm back in Minnesota now after moving. I'm less stressed out on the plane back. I finally felt like I could relax because I no longer have to worry about finding a new apartment or moving because I got all of that taken care of within the past week. It's been a crazy week. And now I'm just kind of chilling until all of this ends. And so that means that I have time and nothing but time to work on my book. Today is April 14th and I flew back from Dallas to Minnesota after spending the past week figuring out my new apartment, where I was going, touring apartments, applying for one, getting the keys, moving in, and like packing and moving. And so all of that happened within the past week, but I got it all done. So now I don't need to worry about stay in place orders potentially being extended or working around those. And so now I'm back in Minnesota and kind of until this is done, and I'm just going to keep working on editing my book because that's the one thing that I've been wanting to do this past week but didn't have time because I was busy with apartment stuff. But now I have the time, and today is April 14th. Tomorrow is April 15th, which is exactly halfway of April Camp NaNoWriMo, and so I'm gonna kick it into high gear again, hopefully. Not necessarily high gear, we're just going for progress. Because so much has happened in April so far with moving especially, I'm changing my Camp NaNoWriMo goals. And what I mean by that is I'm just gonna go for progress this month. I feel like that's always how I break it down when I do anything NaNoWriMo related, whether it's a camp or the actual month of November. I always start with a massive goal and then I cut it back to, hey, I just want to be further than I was when I started. I still think I have like 130 or 140 more pages to edit, which is ridiculous, and I don't want to rush it, but I just want to be moving forward. So what I'm going to work on is just moving forward and gaining that progress, and then maybe changing my goal to the end of May. So I have 6 more weeks, and if it takes me until the end of May, then that would have taken me 2.5 months, which is pretty amazing still for an overhaul, big picture edits of a book. So I think that that's my new goal. I am changing the goal. It's just that I've done so much this month. I've been so incredibly productive in like moving and finding a new apartment and packing and all of that, but not in the way that I had planned, which I am totally okay with. I'm very happy how things happened and worked out. And so I just need to remind myself that I need to be nice to me when it comes to my creative projects and not meeting my goals when I want to be meeting them. If by some miracle I can edit 10 pages a day for the next 15, 16 days or whatever it is and get done, that would be incredible, but somehow I don't see that happening. But I'm okay with that. And so again, just going back to progress is progress, and we're moving forward. Today is April 15th. I'm starting on page 20. My goal, I think, is to get about 5 pages done, but I would not be mad if I got more. I'm now on page 25, and I've added a net word count of about 1,300 words, and so I'm doing very well. I'm on page 25, which means I've done about 4.5 or 5 pages today, and so I'm on a really good track. Today I realized that the chunk that I was working on, I had originally written too mildly, and then as I was rewriting, I was almost overcompensating for how mildly I had originally written it, and so I was rewriting it almost too strongly. I'm not gonna fix that right now because I think that it's a lot closer to where I wanted it to be than it was before. And there will be future drafts, and so this is just my second draft. I'm just trying to work straight through. I don't really wanna like go back and fix something else after I've already worked on that portion. And that's really what my next draft is going to be, is like a smaller big picture edit where I start fine tuning those things that I changed in this draft. So I started my day on April 15th hoping for 5 pages of editing, and I smashed through that goal. The words were really flowing today, and I kind of wonder if that's because I've been so productive for the past week, but productive in ways that were not my writing or my editing. And so when I finally got to return to those creative things, the words were ready because I had been so productive. And these goals really are my favorite, the ones that you set and you're really hoping that you hit, but like you're not really sure. And then you find out later that like you totally smashed it. And like today, I almost doubled my goal from this morning. And I think it was so easy because I'm now very familiar with these characters because I've spent almost 4 years with them. And I know where they're going, and I really understand the dynamic of the two characters that were primary in the scenes that I was editing today. But it was very easy for me to rewrite these portions because I know the dynamics between the characters and the character arcs and the plot arcs and where things are going now, and so I could really go back and rewrite it and enrich the story, and adding in layers of foreshadowing and world building, which I love, and it really worked well for me today. So today I added a net total of 1,770 words in 2 hours and 40 minutes of editing. I worked on pages 20 to 29, which means that I did about 9 pages of editing. But because I added so many words, I think the original pages in my rough draft, which is sort of what I was basing my realizations of last night on, where I would need to hit 10 pages a day to meet my end of April Camp Nano goal. On that scale, I think I did about 6 or 7 pages, but that's incredible. I added so many words today. It felt so good to like be writing, because a lot of what my editing has been so far was like, oh, just fix like this one little portion, and then I would scroll down a little bit, fix another like paragraph or two, and then just kind of like what's said in those paragraphs. Whereas like this entire section pretty much needed to be rewritten, and through that I was adding a lot of words. On top of that, I did come up with a name for something in my side project CBH, and so I also got one word in my project CBH today. I really think that my productive week in figuring out apartment stuff, packing, moving, is really giving me the momentum to stay productive on editing, which is something that I can control, which is really nice to be able to focus on now, because when everything else sort of seems out of control, even though I have now figured out all of my apartment stuff that I needed to figure out at some point before May, it's really nice to have something that I can focus on and control, and my editing is that thing. Alright, so that was week 2 of Camp NaNoWriMo for me. I had an insanely busy week, but I am thankfully now back in Minnesota. I no longer need to worry about packing or moving because that has now all been taken care of, and I gave back the keys to my old apartment, so now I am set to wait out this very strange time, and in doing so, that gives me nothing but time to work on my editing. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, because I post new videos twice a week. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!